The new 5.3 update is awesome, and we got a lot of new features. And in this video, I'm going to discuss the new features that affect controllers and the performance pads specifically. So the first thing I want to show you is the Qoints. So to set a Qoint on our pad, we're just going to press one of the pads, and then you used to have to get to the right beat where these lines are and then set it manually. But now there's a new feature, so if you hold in these pads, it's gonna snap to a beat. So let me just raise the BPM so it's a little bit easier to see. So with the song playing, if I just tap a Qoint, you see how that Qoint was set in the middle, which is not really somewhere where you would want a Qoint. But now if you hold in the Qoint, hold in the pad, and then if we hold it in, you could see it move. So I'm going to set this Qoint in the middle. Qoint's right there. But if you hold it in when you do it, so you're going to press it and then keep holding it in to move it. This is really tricky. When I wanted to make this video, I had to try a bunch of times. But the trick is you have to do it in the same press. So we're going to set it over here, push it in to set it, and then hold it in, and you could see it jump. This makes it really easy to set these Qoints while the track is going, so you could do DJ tricks and organize your tracks while it's actually playing. So with the song playing, we're going to press it and then hold it, and then you'll see it move. Really cool new feature. Makes setting Qoints on the fly a lot easier and a lot more fun and a lot less stressful. Now, and you could also, you're supposed to also be able to move these Qoints. So I wanted to see if the colors would move, but I pressed the pencil button, and on my first couple of videos where I talked about this feature, I was able to move them. But for some reason right now I'm not, and I'm definitely have the update because I have the Neuromix Crossfader and all the other features. So that's a little weird. Let me know in the comments if the same thing is happening to your app. But let's talk about the next feature that affects these pads, and that is if we go into Neuromix. So now I'm in Neuromix, and when you switch to Neuromix, it's going to have you in the 4-stem mode. So now there's 2 rows. So the top row is going to get rid of the stem. So tracks playing. So just like that, I took the vocals out, put the vocals back in, and it's the same thing for all the stems. It's going to take that specific stem out of the track, which is a really easy, convenient way to use the Neuromix feature. And then now on the bottom, and it also dims, so it's going to be this color on top and then dim on the bottom. The bottom one is going to isolate the whole stem, which makes it a lot easier. So let's say I want to do vocals only. So with one button now, I took out all the other stems, which is a lot faster than going individually up here. So it makes using Neuromix a lot easier and more fun. And then there's also the feature over here. This isn't for controllers specifically, but if you have the mute effects on, when you get rid of the vocals, it adds a really cool echo. Now the next one has to do with this Neuromix Crossfader in the middle. So to get to it, there's a button down here, and you're going to press it, and it switches us to the Neuromix Crossfader. But it's kind of hard to use because no controller has 3 crossfaders. But this feature is really easy to map. Press the middle button, go to MIDI devices, choose our controller, and then I'm just going to use these 3 knobs here. I'll get rid of my mixer, and then I'll have this feature. So it says mixer, and we're just going to scroll down Neuromix 3 channels. So I'm going to do that one, vocal. That one, harmonics. Save. And then now when the track's playing, now we could use our knobs to switch this out. This is a great idea if you're using more than one controller at a time, like Djay Pro lets you do. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this controller with it. This will be my Neuromix controller, and then I could use all the other features on the controller, and that's a great way. If you want to see my full tutorial on how to map the Neuromix Crossfader feature, check out this video over here.